Laws of Exponents 4.3, worksheet number 3, question number 9. All right. For number 9, I need to start by simplifying the numerator. And in the numerator, I have power of a product. In the numerator, I have power of a product. So anytime you have power of a product, the first thing you want to do is your coefficient, which is that -2 right there, and raise it to that exponent there. Okay, make sure you pick the right exponent. This 2 out here goes to the big set of parentheses. In the numerator, the power of a product is to the 5th power. So this would be -2 to the 5th. Make sure you're putting that in your calculator. -2 to the 5th would give you -32. And now I'm going to multiply my exponents. So for the A, I've got 3 times 5, which would be a to the 15th. For the B, I'm going to take 1 times 5, get B to the 5th. C is 2 times 5, so C to the 10th. And last, for the D term, 1 times 5 would give me D to the 5th. Now there's nothing to do with the denominator, so I just bring it down. So I've got 40, A to the 4th, B to the 5th, D to the 3rd, E to the 3rd, F to the 1st. Put parentheses around that. And the 2 goes on the outside. All right, so now that there are no parentheses in the numerator, no parentheses in the denominator, I'm ready to divide. I'm ready to divide. So I'm going to start with my coefficients of -32 over 40, which gives me -4/5. -4/5. I'm going to put my negative in the numerator since that's where the negative was to begin with, and 5 in the denominator. All right, you're going to divide the A terms yourself. Go ahead and do that now. For the B terms, we've got B to the 5th in the numerator, B to the 5th in the denominator, so they would just cancel out completely. And then the only other term that we can divide here are our D terms. There's a C in the numerator, but not in the denominator, and then there's an E and an F term in the denominator, but not in the numerator. So the only other thing I can divide are my D terms. D to the 3rd has the smaller exponent, and you need to figure out what the exponent for the D would be. After you divide, you should always rewrite it. So on top, in the numerator, I have -4, A, C to the 10th, D, and then you had to figure out what the A to the what and D exponents were. So you have to figure out what the A and the D exponents are from up above. And then on the bottom, I have 5 e to the third and f to the first. And I still have my parentheses. Just a little bit. Okay. And then don't forget your exponent 2. All right, now we are ready for power of a fraction. Now we are ready for power of a fraction. Anytime you have either power of a product, power of a fraction, remember you're looking for these coefficients and we're going to raise it to those exponents. So I've got -4 to the second power and 5 to the second power. Change that. Okay. So on your own, you're going to find what -4 to the second power is, and please make sure you use those parentheses. Whatever you get for that, you will put that right here. Then you'll take 5 to the second power, and whatever you get there, you'll put it on the bottom. On top, we'll still have A, C, and D. On the bottom, you'll have E and F. To finish this, you're going to need to multiply your exponents. Go ahead and do that now. So you need to figure out what A would be to. The C, the D, E, and F. Again, multiply those exponents to find your final answer. And whatever you did there goes there. 5 squared goes there. If you have any questions on number 9, please let me know.